I'll tell you this, if you're in Ohio or you're willing to travel to Ohio and you want to do a VO2 test, a graded exercise test to find out, first of all, a VO2 max test is your best predictor of mortality, all right? How well are you doing physiologically being alive? Not how good you can walk, not how good you are at marathoning, not how good you are at CrossFitting. I don't say that lightly. That's not what's going to predict your mortality. What your body's ability to take oxygen, deliver it to the muscles, and your muscles' ability to utilize that oxygen in performance, in muscular performance, in efficiency, creating energy, that is your mortality. It's not about your lungs. I had somebody very dear to me, my wife, who did her VO2 max test, and she got real mad because her lungs didn't give out. Her lungs weren't flaring, weren't burning when she maxed out doing her cycling test, okay? And it's because it's not a lung test. It is a tissue test. It's knowing the muscles that are being used, at what point are you done, based off of your heart rate, based off of your oxygen utilization with our test. Other types of testing devices, VO2 max or resting metabolic rate, they're also looking at a gas exchange between oxygen and CO2. Our test doesn't do that because head to head, it's as very darn effective as the very expensive metabolic carts, except for it's a more pleasurable experience and being able to track, and we can modify the tests in the future for people too. So here's what I hope you remember, if nothing else, from this discussion. Zone 2 is not Zone 2 if you don't know your data. The best way to know your data is to get a graded exercise test, doing a VO2 max test, and being able to see data derive what your zones are, 1 through 5. If you're trying to increase your percent body fat utilization for energy, so using fat predominantly as energy and a little bit of carbohydrates, let's look at this again. Zone 2 is your best way to do that.